Well, we're almost done, and a certain man from the Luigi board has not yet shown up. What the fuck am I looking at? Why does this look so dang AI generated? Even though it really isn't. You know, I just got some ideas for things. I'm very annoyed. Listen, as the Ranger in the Fog is approaching its effective, kind of finalized form. I mean, I should probably finish it, and I'm working on actually getting it done and putting it out there beforehand. But I'm thinking about what comes after this. And the funny part is, I've also been kind of letting it lay. You know, letting it lay on the floor, putting it down on the ground, letting it sit there for a little bit. I'm not sure what I want to write. Anyway, let's just get back to it. What are we waiting for? It's chapter 14. Réunion. Let's not bother. I'm only fucking it up. All right. Let me just give one big yawn. There we go. I hang up the phone and put it back in my pocket. Well, that's that. You ready to go? Ready as I'll ever be. Her body betrays her otherwise nonchalant tone. The constant shaking legs and inability to find a comfortable place to sit says it all. I was feeling the same way not too long ago. It hadn't taken long for Fang to decide on returning to Volcaldera. Whatever conversation she had with her dad made the idea a solid contender. Without the possibility of Trish or Naomi showing up to bring everything to a screeching halt, staying all the way out here just wasn't feasible. Not with a kid on the way. 2 suitcases, a little more stuffed than they were when we first arrived, and Katage sit near the front door. Everything else was still lying around, and we probably won't be coming back for. So the apartment itself. The cancellation fee will mostly be handled by the security deposit, and Ripley said he would take care of the rest. A knock comes on the front door a couple minutes later. Fang lets out a long, anxious breath and gets up from the couch. Help your wife, she's pregnant. I grab a suitcase in each hand, and she grabs the guitar case, then heads for the door. You kids better be ready, because I'm not waiting. Castle opens the door. Oh, full of surprises. Come on. Hey, do you think you can carry one of... I ask, but he's already turned away. Nope. Asshole. I trundle down the stairwell, because you have to trundle, you're on. Behind the others, and we emerge into the parking lot. Castle leads us to a pristine white luxury car. The trunk pops open, and we stuff our luggage in the back. Fang and I clamber into the back, and Castle slides into the driver's seat. Next stop, Phoebe, Castle announces. Hope you use the restroom, because I ain't stopped until we hit the city. There's 2-3 hours ahead of us, and I'm not getting stuck in rush hour traffic today. There are no objections, and he starts the car. A cold blast from the AC hits me, blowing away the morning heat. Dad Rock starts playing from the radio, and Fang rolls her eyes. So hard I swear I could hear it. Let's take a bit more chill beat. Let's take a chill beat. The signature Anon Trundle. Hell yeah. I'll take a bit more mellow than that. Yeah, it's got a bit of energy, got a bit of pep. It'll work. It's a bit melancholic in a very funny way, because the guitar sounds a bit downbeat. Again, the jazziness is what gets me. I zone out pretty quickly, my mind stuck on what the rest of the day might hold. I doubt Fang is going to get any trouble from Ripley or Nasser. But what about me? Ripley didn't seem very willing to say what he thought of me over the phone. A follow-up conversation being about as short and utilitarian as the first. I can only hope he thinks highly of me, but the niggling thought won't leave. And Nasser, that conversation's gotta be unavoidable. I'd get a day of grace, maybe 2 tops, and then he'd put me in a headlock or something. The venerated princess returns to her kingdom. Huzzah. Frank Castle announces with a bit more sarcasm. It's been 3 hours already? Don't not call me princess. Fang makes demands, but a toothy grin forms on Castle's face. Asshole. Ah, so he does it on purpose. Keep your glass slippers on. If you have anyone particular like to stop before the main event, say so now. As long as it's not someone stupid. Dino Mose, Fang says before I can finish thinking. Probably would have picked that too. Castle turns his head slightly, eyeing Fang through the rearview mirror. The one in Little Truden? He asks, shifting away from his usual obnoxious tone. Yeah, she replies, a little unnerved at the change. Alright. He goes quiet, focused on driving. Chuckle to myself. Looks like the big, tough, military guy is scared of a little shadiness. Not long after we pull up on the curb outside of Dino Mo. Go. Call me when you're done. You're not coming, I ask? More out of accidental politeness than actual curiosity. Nope. Yeah, I imagine Dynamo would fucking kill him. On sight. He states it plainly. Fang and I exit the car and he drives off. She shrugs when we enter the restaurant. Welcome to Dynamo's. Do you have a reservation? A glance inside shows the place is pretty busy right now. Actually, we're here to see the manager. Fang replies. Hey, it worked the last 2 times. The host suddenly seems a lot more attentive. Mrs. Aaron, is it? Yeah? Right this way, please. She leads us through a maze of filled tables and moving people to a lone... Oh wait, she leads through a maze of filled tables and moving people to a lone reserved table far into the establishment. The manager will be right with you, he says as we sit down, dashing off towards the kitchen. Fang and I exchange an odd look. There is no way Mo could have been expecting us here, right? Sure enough, a familiar Tyrannosaurus bursts out through a nearby door, marked Employees Only. Well, if I'm not a pie in the goddamn sky, he exclaims as he approaches. It was really in for you, know that? Hey, Baldy, scooch over. He squeezes into the space that I provided. You think he'd invest in bigger tables? My God, where you been? No, I'm getting ahead of myself. How have you been? Don't look towards for where, all things considered. We were only gone for a couple of weeks, Fang replies, still confused about the situation. A couple of weeks? Strike down the old man that. Looks like took a couple of years out of him. For the love of God, tell me he knows you're in town. Sure bother the bull might kill him on the spot. Yeah. How did you know we come? I didn't, but I was hoping you would. Had this table waiting was ever since I heard you were gone. Which, by the way, was after your father bowled the worst game I ever seen. My dog could have bowled better than that, but that's neither here nor there. Are you doing alright? I know you wouldn't have come old. Would have done all this without hugging your Uncle Mo goodbye if everything was hunky-dory, yeah? We were doing a lot better, yes. Good, really. A lot of people gonna be happy to see you did, most of all. The same can be said for me. And you! Mo turns to me. Lighten up a little, will you? He smacks me on the back. You spin with it through thick and thin. Not a chance he ain't respecting you. And if he ain't let me know, I'll smack him upside down till he does. Yeah, you're probably right. Of course I am. Now I got the day's lunch special on the way, and I know you two will love it. Alright, to get out of here. Well, at least one of you is. He slaps his belly and guffaws. Yeah, classic. He pushes himself away from the table and heads into the kitchen. He emerges a bit later with 2 trays in his hands that are so long it's almost comical. Buon appetito, he shouts, placing them. Holy shit, they're meatball subs the size of baguettes. Everyone gets that look in their eyes, fear and wonder at such a specimen of culinary theory. You kids enjoy. Barely register what he says, as the mongry monkey brain takes over. The only other thing I need right now is the ability to stuff as much food in my face as Fang can. Fang and I fill up in a shockingly fast time, and there's still half of these damn things left. Oh Jesus, what a best idea. That was a great idea. How long is this? It's alright. I think we're gonna have to do this in one big go. No recording cuts, sorry. I'm doing that just to annoy you. Castle Iran, end of the line. Castle announces as he starts the car in front of Fang's house. Hope you had your fun. I'm not chasing you twos across California a second time. I liked it better when he was quiet. Well, I'm elated as ever to never have to see this guy again. Something much more nerving is staring me right in the face. Fang and I step out of the car, move towards the trunk. After an awkward moment of waiting, I slap the trunk a few times to get Castle's attention. How about you go and introduce yourself first? I'm not going anywhere. Fang and I exchange an uneasy look. Looks like I'm not getting any more stalling time. I walk up to the front door, but neither of us raise a fist to knock. There are windows in the house. Surely they've been looking when they heard the car stop. After you, princess. The joke doesn't make me feel any better. Fang shifts from nervous to angry and back to nervous in the span of a second. She steels herself and then knocks on the door. There's a moment of deathly silence. Science? Of deathly science! Then soft footsteps approaching. The door opens to reveal a familiar Tarot woman. The warmest, most motherly smile I've ever seen grace her face. Fang seizes up as Samantha steps forward and wraps her in a tender hug. Mo should call that one the heart detonator. Listen, buddy, if you're already having a couple of heart problems, this will make sure you know 100% you got diabetes. And a heart problem. That's a Mo promise. No, that's a Dino Mo promise. Or is it a Dino Mo guarantee? It's up to you which one you like. I'll leave it to you, buddies.
Oh, it's so good to see my little princess again.
There he is. Scary Dave, you made me so scared. I was afraid. You were gone. Forever. And I was all alone. Just a scared little boy sitting on my ass going, wait, I'm so scared. Wait, wait. I'm baby. I'm baby. I bat my little hands against the floor. Wee. He came and it's sticky. Ew. Ew. Got him. Why is Mo the only one that hasn't called me princess today? Fang returns with the embrace. It's good to see you too.
Now, sir and your father are going to be so happy to see you. Please come in.
She releases Fang and steps to the side and turns to me as Fang steps inside. Ugh, too much stepping. Too much stepping, too much sides. I thought I sensed a hint of disdain from him, but she steps forward and throws her arms around me.
Thank you for keeping an eye out on it. I hope you enjoyed your little adventure together.
Yeah, it took a long time to get back.
Oh, come on. Come on in, make yourself at home.
Follow her inside. Not on the NNN. No hate, Naomi November. It's a month where you have to appreciate Naomi every day of the week, and I will hear no excuses. Gross. Ew. I'm already hating it. Or as I like to say, thanks. I hate it. Oh, woo, that's acid. Up my nostrils. Great. Woo. I follow her inside and she shuts the door. Well, that's one down. She heads upstairs, leaving Fang and me in the living room. Who's next? I take a few steps away, bracing myself against a piece of furniture. Whoever it is, Fang gets to go first. Not that I wouldn't volunteer, of course, but she's the terror of the hour. Yeah, you're just some fucking nobody. You don't have any family that thinks you're super fucking cool. Heavier footsteps make their way down the staircase, and Ripley turns around the corner. Last time she saw him, she had a load of gun trained on him. Appreciate for the horribly broken mess she is. You don't get triple N, my man. How can you not get it? Heavier footsteps makes their way down the stairs, and Ripley turns the corner. Last time she saw him, she had a load of gun trained on him. How well is that wound healed? She tenses up, leaning away from him almost imperceptibly. He steps forward and pulls her close, the shock forcing out the sob she was holding back. Her arms hesitantly wrap around him and she whispers something. They share a hushed exchange, then step apart. He, turns towards me and, walks past me, picks up a tissue box from the coffee table. As he stops next to me, he stops, placing a clawed hand on my shoulder. Where I expect a spike of pain, there was only a fatherly pat-pat. We'll talk later, he murmurs, taking the box to Fang. She dries her eyes with the tissue, and Nasa comes down the stairs as if on schedule. As he spots Fang, it's as if a weight is lifted from his shoulders. He breathes a sigh of relief as he finally hugs his sister. Knowing how much he was always trying to help, I can't imagine what he's been through. Not what I was putting him through. As he steps away, he hits me with a death glare, and I can only hope does not stay in his head. What the hell is he still doing here? Ripley asks, looking out one of the front windows. Our luggage is still in the trunk. And he didn't. Never mind. Come on, unless you want to fancy going back to that barren apartment for some reason. He opens the door and we walk out to Castle's car, trunk popping open as we reach it. Pull out a pair of suitcases and the guitar case and then slam it shut. You got everything? Yep. Oh, by the way, word of advice, put him on a leash. Ripley snarls and kicks, but the car lurches forward and drives off before his foot can connect. Non-stop Netflix November? Really getting your mileage out of that subscription, are we? It's just a dick to everyone, isn't he? You don't know half of it. We head back inside and up to the door of Fang's room. He drops off his load and I carry it all in. I set the suitcases up on the bed and start unzipping them when I notice that Fang is sitting on the bed, staring off into space. Into space now. I always wanted you to go into space now. Hey, you alright? It just doesn't feel real. A few days ago, I wasn't sure I would ever step foot in the city again. I'm sitting on my own bed like nothing ever happened. But it all happened. I can't just pretend it didn't happen. Oh, then I want something else. No, we just use this for a noir. We need something better. No, this'll work. This'll work. Well, we're not going to. Whatever happens going forward, it's gonna take a while, and it certainly won't be easy, but we'll do it. I'll be with you every step of the way, alright? I honestly can't believe you're still here. I feel like anyone's saying would have run off a long while ago. Do you know why I'm still here? Because you're insane. You know the real answer, though. It's because I love you. She tries to maintain a smirk, but it melts into a mirthful grin. That's what I said. She laid her head on my shoulder. I love you too. We stood together for a few minutes, but all nice moments have to end sooner or later. I have a thing or two to take care of downstairs. I'll be back when I can. Oh wait, no, that's him. I got a thing or two to take care of downstairs. I'll be back when I can. She sighs, but nods in acknowledgement. Try not to get killed. I head downstairs looking for Grey Tarot. The house seems eerily quiet, and I hope it's not a bad omen. Poke around, eventually spot one on the back porch leaning to the banister. I take a spot next to Ripley and quickly realize I have no idea where to begin. I'm seriously... Adapt Goodbye Volcano High to the... Listen, I think that if you turn Goodbye Volcano High into a proper series, it would work a lot better. Because, like I said, there's a story in there you can tell. It just doesn't have the room to breathe. The game mechanics are completely irrelevant. It just... I mean, what would you want to plushie of? I already have 2 of Mango! I don't know why, I just ended up with 2 of them. Of her, I guess. The best plushie. And I can make them kiss. Which is really weird when you think about it. Because I don't think worms can kiss. She's got 10 leggies. What more do you want from a little worm? I love firm plushies, you know, the ones that have some shape to them. I remember when it was all floppy ones. They're very nicely done. I like the fur they used. I like that they probably should have gone with a slightly darker orange for the back section. Because like the white and orange, that's good contrast, but the fur pattern detailing is a bit meh. Not quite as good, or maybe it's just the lighting right now, could be that. Who knows? Who knows? Which one do I have? Because they come with numbers, because they think they're cute about it. Oh, no, they don't. These don't. I thought they came with numbers. Only 467 made. And I have 2 of them! How much percent of the world population of Mango do I own? I own 0.4% of the Mango population. I forgot that my division / key makes the recording stop. I hope they didn't cut anything important. It's technically self-sex to make it. It's self-cessed. Ew! Mango, gross! Get out of here! Get out of my house! You perverts. I can't believe I kicked a worm plush out of my house. What are you gonna do about it? Anyway, let's get back to it. I didn't think it was appropriate to say over the phone before all said and done. Ripley starts. So thank you for sticking with her through all this time. A sigh of relief. This one doesn't want me dead, thankfully. I don't think that woman would have done the same given the circumstances. It's nothing short of extraordinary. Shit. I think a man like you has a great future ahead. Thanks, thanks. Will my dad have ever said the same? Last time we talked face to face, you said something that stuck with me. I've heard it every day since you said it. I think that was at that moment I realized how out of my depth I really was. I'm the only reason she's still alive. Did you mean it? I instinctively clench the banister as my mind is cast back to that fateful week. Naomi, Volcano High, Fang, Ripley, even myself. How close did we each evade oblivion? Self-cessed mind control. Golly. 18 plus stream right here. Would you really have done it? Would the real her have won out if I wasn't there? I mean, she probably wouldn't have gotten pissed off since, like, part of the reason she pops is because, you tell her at all. I respond with a slow, painful, and solemn nod. No, I don't know if I can ever thank you enough. Nasa says after a long pause, but by God, I will try, till the day I die. Having gone when he wanted, he turns away and heads back into the house. Stay outside a bit longer to dwell on Nasa. What the hell am I going to tell him? Ripley witnessed firsthand most of what happened, but not him. There's no filling in the blanks or simple questions and answers. He's going to want... No, he's going to need to know everything. Yeah, I am. Jesus, fuck! Nasa glares at me. Considering what I did, he's justified in doing much worse. You'll regret asking. Dad said he was too scared to tell me what happened, so whatever it is, I know it's going to be horrible. But there's no way I'm letting you two go on alone. Not again, so spill it. I guess it all started on prom night. That's the end? I mean, I guess the baby reveal would be a bit of a weird thing to go with. The only comment is someone posting a dot and the author's like, riveting response, thank you. Absolutely riveting. Yeah, we don't get anything else. That's, I mean, I guess it's it's not about the whole arc. It's about the problems themselves. How about we read the author's comments? There are 14 comments there. And I guess we're done. I expected more, but I'm gonna stick with an old saying that I have learned is more true than people are willing to give it credit. It is better for something to be shorter than you want it to be than for it to go on longer, because when it is short, it cannot disappoint. So there you go. God damn it. This guy's posting that cute witch character he has, and I love it. So that was ending 1.1. That was the test run to see if there's any merit to, all this stuff. Personally, I had a blast. This was great. I love this. This was a great story. But it might be the story that did all the heavy lifting. It's possible the other entries aren't as good. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. What's this one? Valentine's Day's thing. Okay. The surprise visitor of anything else? Or is this just what he did? Oh shit, he's written a lot! Oh boy! Oof. Oof. Man has not sat still. He's made one for Halo. Heresies upon heresies. And it's explicit. Ooh, how sexy. What a weird thing to have. 21 one negator. 18 for Volcano High. 1 for Halo, and it's just some smut. What more do you want out of life? Oh, there's a lot of overlap. I think he does both fandoms at the same... No. But he has 23 works. One of them is Halo, so there's 22 works. And 21 are I don't even know. I don't want to know. Trish's mom has it going on. Fang Anon body swap. Well, you got my fucking interest. Siblings stick together. Fang's mom's got it going on. Ending one, Fang's perspective. Interesting idea. Jesus fucking Christ. What's with all these explicits? This man knows what he wants. Right prompts. Revenge is a dish best served in a way that makes everyone around you incredibly uncomfortable. After the Aaron sibling suffers... What? Mutual masturbation? Oh, he's putting down the fucking tags. Porn logic? I love that. That's a good tag! What's happening? Porn logic. You know what's gonna happen? Whatever the sex needs. Yeah! Oh, that is such a... I want to slap that tag like a fancy new car and say, you know what your story needs? It needs some of this. Sprinkle generously. It'll get the job done. Miscellaneous Snoot drafts. Ah, pretty cool. Oh, here's ending one. Wow. Ending 1.5 shows up pretty late in his librography, whatever the fuck they call it. PSA Srids. What? Take a picture, it'll last longer. Inko and Ben struggle to come up with an idea for their photography assignment. Accidentally gay, but also purposefully gay. How do you have both? It was, at first, accident. Rita's mom. What? This man writes a lot of porn for a guy who wrote like the first fucking thing we're looking at. Yeah, these are all just the pornography. The pornography. Oh, I read this one. Sick and Molting. So there is no sequel to Ending 1.5. I think he made that one just once. Trish and Anon. Oh, Trish and Anon are gonna smooch. I mean, I wrote that with the cost of moving on. I just never got to the fucking money shot of the actual thing happening. Surprise visit one shot, and then he made a sequel. Oh, cool. Anyway, Fang and Anon body swap. Chapter 1, the non-lewd version. You know, there's also a lewd version for all you weirdos out there. I mean, that's just fucking great. The change has this hilarious situation of, like, it's fucked up. Just take a look at this stuff. I'll slap that like button. Hey, I don't hold back. I don't hold back. I need to know why this is... I need to know why it's accidentally gay. I must learn. There's 15 comments on this. Shit. Waiter, more Ben Inko, please. What a fucking combo. Ben is such a femboy dweeb. I mean, I really don't like what he turns into when you really zoom out a little bit. It's got a solid set of characters, but the cast as a whole feels a little underutilized. It's too focused. Claustrophobic at times, I describe it. I mean, I don't know what the other characters should do, but one thing Snoot Game did pretty well is that you could kind of feel what everyone else was fucking around with. Artist Black simply that bad. Ugh. Okay, but what is Shreds? Snoot-related indecency and degeneracy syndrome. Well, that's just something else, ain't it? The Grave Red Fang Shrid syndrome? Oh. Oh. Oh, no amount of booping. Get my boop! It'll fix it. Well, I will say this. Surprise visitor, you write some stuff, but let's take a look at the author's comments as a bonus video for the recording.